Start a go, get calls now, and plus million. Welcome. Okay. All we're going to do is weave in some ends. Pooey. Pooey, pooey, pooey. Hello. Hello. I am on the YouTube side, so this is a little different. I just broke a long nail. All right. Thank you guys for coming in. Jennifer, hello. So I saw in somebody's live that I had promised Jeremy a while back, Jeremy Devers, about the hat. So I got all my hats together. So I have a pile here, and you can see that's what I'm going to be doing. A pile here, a pile here, a pile here, some here, and some here. I'm going to weave in the ends and get them to Jeremy. In the meantime, you can watch me weave in the ends and see some of the beautiful hats that I did make. I think it makes you want to, I think this was the moss stitch one. Yeah. And should I leave the pom-pom on this one or what? The colors, should I leave the pom-pom? Because all it is I put a button in there and did a bow tie. Should I leave it on or take it off? What do you say? That shows blue, but that is a green. I don't know how you can see it. That is green up here, a teal green. What do you guys say? Annette, hello. I don't think can you see the green? Oh. I don't think you can see it. You might be able to see. This is all, that's a blue, a teal, a blend of blue and teal, then a kind of blue again. It all blends. I don't know why. Let me see. No, you're just not going to be able to see it. Anyway, it's gorgeous. You can see the green? Good. So leave the pom-pom on or take it off? What do you think? On, thumb up, off, thumb down. I'm looking over it. Leave it? Okay. So I won't need to weave in any ends on that because I'm going to leave that. Here's the next one. Isn't it pretty? That is the basket weave. Don't ask me what yarn this is. I have no idea, honey bunnies. So I don't have to weave in any ends on that one. You love the colors on that one? That's fall. That says fall all day long. I just don't know what yarn it was, truthfully. Have no idea. This one was, wow, so I guess not so many. So this is a purple, but it's showing blue, but it's purple. And it was when I was trying to learn how to do the weave. It's not real good, but hey, I did it. So this one, I'm not sure. This is the star stitch. Oh, this was the very first time that I did a star stitch, and I was so proud of this hat. But star stitch shrinks So when you put it on, this is a lot tighter. So look at that. They have to be washed. So make sure all the ends are in so that I can throw them in the wash. What? No, here. Okay, now we're starting. So this one is what I call the houndstooth. No, it ain't. The Wow, I look like I'm sweating to death, doesn't it? Ooh, the gingham, isn't that what it is? Gingham. So let's weave in the ends on this one. And if there's any that shouldn't go, I'll just probably, and I do have a bag over here that I'm putting them in, so when I'm done, so you guys don't think I'm just throwing them in the floor, because I'm not. So let's weave this in. This one's got several. Figure while I was doing this, I'd just do a pop-up. Nothing fancy. Lord knows I didn't plan on it. You probably saw enough of me last night with Jen. We had so much fun over there. I think I have over 75 hats. And Jeremy, if you know, lives right around the corner from me. And look at this on the inside of this, guys. I carried my yarn up on the side, inside. Let me see, I carried it up there. This was a learning hat. It was very interesting. Some of these, I don't know whose patterns they are, so don't ask me where I got the pattern. I crochet too much. I really believe I do. But I love it. It's cool. Love the colors and glass. See your S. Is okay. All right, let's weave this in. This is black, so I got to go around the black. I thought I could get most of these done in about an hour live. What do you guys think? How many do you think I could get done in an hour? In 3 times. I got my trash bag right over here. So, Joy, good morning. Do y'all ever sleep? No, I don't. I mean, I did go to bed. I slept like 5 hours. I got up, went over to Amber's and said hello over there. And it reminded me that I had told Jeremy a while back that I had all these hats that I wanted to give to him because he's local, and if I had to ship these to anywhere, I'm telling you, it would have been some bucks to ship them, but he's local, so he can have them. Right, I was going to say the same. Jen works. I don't. I can lay down and take a nap anytime I want to. All right, there's one down. How long did that take me? 10 minutes? That is pretty. I like that. There's some hats everybody's going to say, oh, I want. I think I'm going to keep this one out. Look at the sparkle in that. That's the party, Red Heart Party. It's got love the buff. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Inside is pink. The outside is black. I have like 5. I don't know where they're all at. I have so many hats. But then this one is this is the sparkle too. That's the true color right there is green and gray. That's pretty. I made these a long time ago. I'm surprised they're even. Hello, Trey. Everybody loves sparkle. I do too. It's so pretty. So, all right, this is what I call the houndstooth. I want to say this might be one of Bag of Days hats. I want to say. I know she did the houndstooth. This is either white or pink dominant. I don't know what yarn I used, truthfully. So I don't have to do anything on that one. Here's another sparkle hat. This is the is it the Red Heart Sparkle? This is a thick hat. Oh, we got a tail. Okay. Hello, Diana D. If I don't say hi to you, oh, I'm not on. Oh, I don't know if Nightbot. Can you somebody do the slap ivy? If I don't say hi to you, do that slap ivy so I know to say hi, because I don't mean to be rude by not saying hi to anyone. See if it works. Tank always likes to slap me, so she likes to give hugs too. Did it work? Even on YouTube side? Cool. So if I didn't say hi to you, do that slap thing. Break up. All right. One thing about it, I don't think I left long enough tails. So that one's done. I loved this stitch. Can you find the start? I can't. I love doing it. That's my favorite stitch. And you will see throughout most of them, this is my favorite stitch. Front post, back post, maybe. It is gorgeous. What did Tank say? I got a pile of hats over here. I am one finger typer, so I'm slow. Okay, so that was done. So that was two that I done. Oh geez, I'm way behind. This is it's another one of those weave, just in a basic white. Look, we got tails. We got tails. Goodness gracious. Does that slap any name? Yes. Tank explained to them how. There you go. Tank is very. She knows the commands. There's a hug. There's a slap. There's a what else is there? Tank? I can't remember. I think in there a wag your tail one too. I think I did that. I ain't for sure if I did. I do that. Not sure. Do the hashtag, not hashtag. Aw. Yes, Diana, how are you doing? We're slapping folks early. It's fun to do that. You don't get no bruises. So there's another one done. I can see my start right there. Do you think kids will notice it though? I don't think so. This is Jeremy's doing Dalraida Church Drive. At the end of the year, they take up donations for the kids to have a safe place. So he did hats. Okay, here is a purple one. That's purple, guys. I do not know why. No. It's purple. Trust me, purple and gray. I think this is Pound of Love, the purple. I can't remember the lady that I used to follow, and I still do. She doesn't crochet that much anymore. But she always did hats, and she did them in a sport weight. And at the time when I was learning all this, I had no idea. It was called sport weight many years ago, and then they changed it to DK. And now I still think the DK, I don't know if DK is a thinner version of a sport weight, but this is Pound of Love, and it's a 4 weight. But I'll be so happy to see somebody walk around Montgomery with a hat that I did. Okay, and there again, I carried my thread up, so there was only one tie-in, or two should have been, but I don't know where the other one, I might have did it already. But that's pretty. And there again, that's that front post, back post. So there you go. This one, I'm not for sure. I think this was a paid pattern from somebody. This is Charisma yarn from Hobby Lobby. And it looks like I did a front post every 4 stitches. I believe it was someone's pattern. I'm not sure. Like I said, these are so old that I don't remember who. And I do believe it was Pound of Love, and I held 2 together to get that, I think. Who knows? I'm an old lady. I can't remember what I did yesterday. Mine is still invalid. There was the reason why I had checked out. I will check on that today. Sherry here? Hello, Sherry. Sherry. She sounds like a fine wine. Sherry. I am doing all these hats to get them ready to give to Jeremy. Hopefully I can get them done today and take them over there to him. Hello, Connie. Just doing a quick pop-up on weaving some ends in on these hats to give to Jeremy. I can't remember, Diana, why yours keeps messing up. I went to it several times and tried to fix it. Is yours if your channel is branded, it won't drop right. Don't ask me why. Okay, there's another one done. So there you go. That's the Charisma hat. Done. Now some people may not like this one. I'm a big Roll Tide girl. It says a Bama girl. Again, front post. That was that's what the inside looks like when you do the carry along. This one's fine, I think. Well, I'm putting them over there, the ones that I didn't do anything. Somebody in the chat loves this tee. It's blue and gray. We know who that is, right? We got some ends. We definitely know who they are. Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Welcome in. Good to see you, hon. Anybody know who that is? Blue and gray? Or they even care? Who cares about them? So I think I have about 75 to 85 hats here. And this is, I still have another box somewhere. Here, here again, I carried up the yarn. I got Jeremy in the description box, so if you guys are not subscribed to Jeremy, please take a look. He says he doesn't have any content, but I'm sure he would love to have family members over there. Cozy P Yarn is dropping a Dolly Parton yarn. Oh, that's a musket. That is a musket. You just feel worn out. You take your time and get better. So if you know what this one is, you'll definitely figure it out on this next one. That was, it was a star that I made. Now I wish I had done that on my flag. Put the stars like this and then stitched them in like that. I think that would have been pretty. Yeah, we don't like cowboys, do we? I don't. For rivalries. So if you don't want that, you could turn it inside out and make it just that. But there you go. That is pretty. Okay, one pile down. So here is a blue one in that same design. Never got bored with that. I told my mom that it wasn't. All right, is this inside? Let's try it this way. Is it getting hot for everybody? It's already hot here. I got my fan on below me. You just put your AC on. We go from AC for a couple days, no AC, back to AC. We live with AC. Hey, Lydia. Good morning, honey. Hey, Terry. Crafty Terry. Hello. Did I miss anybody? So let me ask, do you guys have a pile of like hats that you need to get done? That is so pretty. I think these was much of a experiment of what size hook to use. So that's another one done. Let's get in a different color. These are baby hats when I did baby hats. So there's a bow for Alabama on a Alabama hat. That's got a lot of. This was when I was doing little preemie babies. You had to use a certain yarn. This was not a candidate because they could not have a ball on top, so it got rejected. But that's how tiny some of the babies are. This is Soft Secret, or I don't remember. You had to use the red of a certain brand. This is so soft. So I'm going to put it in there because I know somebody might use it. I don't know if I should leave that on, and they can cut it off if they don't want it. So of course you got to do the Daddy and Me hat. So there's a cowboy, and this was done where I didn't carry all of my yarns. Shame on me. Shame. Shame. Oh, Joy, hello. I donate to local. I was always, I hadn't donated other than the little red hats because those are little precious babies, and that was, I can't even tell you how long ago. These hats are probably 10, 15 years old. I'll probably throw them in the wash and they'll probably just fall apart. What do you think? Well, acrylic yarn doesn't fall apart like that, does it? Cotton will. Dry rot. Diana, you should have a bunch of these hats for your little one, your little grandbaby. For the kids, the kiddos. Because you get very cold weather in Illinois. You don't have any pom-poms on any hats? You know, I want to say probably about, like I said, some of these hats are like 15 years old. Back whenever the pom-poms was a rage, where either you made them or every hat had to have a pom-pom. It seemed like that. I went and made all of my pom-poms. I have a box over there with all the pom-poms that I made. I went and bought some fur material from Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and I think this one here. I have several of them. These are pom-poms I made myself. Let's straighten it out, man. This is one I made myself. And all it is a square. You put and you make a slip stitch all around the square and pull it in and make a ball, and then you stuff it with some fill, and then you just shake it out like that, and you got a pom-pom. So if you see pom-poms are the ones that I made. I made tons of them. It was fun until it got old. Starting horse, and they all need different size this year. Yeah, I make cats for sleeping baby preemies. I don't remember it could only be red. It was so long ago. And it wasn't Soft Secret. It was what is the Hobby Lobby one? Tank's favorite. I don't use pom-poms on my hats. Nah, not anymore. I don't. I ain't even made a hat in a while. Hey, Gloria. Good. I have not seen you in forever. I did follow your journey through your troubles. I'll say that. I did follow you through there. This is why you should weave your ends when you're done. Yo, my glow. You're a poet and don't know it, don't you? Yo, my glow. Going live over here on YouTube side isn't a bad thing. I don't know if there's any whistles or anything. I'm afraid to touch anything. Last time I'd done that, I couldn't even get out of it, and I was live for like 2 days. Oops. Think what I wanted to do. Good grief, Charlie Brown. More hats on the Addy. I have. I did a bunch of them in one day. I think these were done on the Addy. These were done on the Addy. And that was that Red Heart Party. I had a bag full of it. And then I have some with the Christmas colors. I know, bless you. You never know what somebody else is going through. But I know you shared your journey. Are you able to go back to the school and teach, or are you permanently retired now? Oh, Tankster, you're such a doll. We know who's got the money around here. Ow! Oh, needle. I get needles everywhere. Rita Pacheco, what a lovely person that is. Good to see you this morning. Yes, I did go to bed, guys. I did sleep about 5 hours, but I slept. I got up at 8 o'clock this morning. Lori Stories. Look out for her. She's going to tell you a story. Good morning. I will say, even though I don't like the Cowboys team, the color combo is very pretty. I like. And I do believe this is Pound of Love still. I think they have the truest color when it comes to cowboy colors. One more. Member for 18 months. I appreciate you so much. Generally. You shouldn't have put that word in there. Because I have to question, is it true? You need to do a truth or dare, or truth or a lie story, and let us guess if you're telling the truth. I don't know how we would prove that you didn't, but there's a Dallas Cowboy one. And I think I'm a little loose right there, so they would know where I started and stopped at. But hey, I don't think you would notice it that much. Anyway, so another one down. And did I just show this one? The houndstooth one? Rita Pacheco for 28 months. I appreciate you too. K and K is doing. Yeah, I know she's doing them, and I was going to ship her some. Like I said, I have so many. A pile, a pile, a pile, a pile. I just finished one pile. And this is only half of what I have. To ship all these would be, oh, the last time I shipped anything to like California it was $75 to ship. I said, nope, I'm not doing that again. It's too far. So I saved them. The only ones that I do shipping is for the little babies that do the red hats, preemies. And that was, that's when I did the Broncos blanket. But he paid for the shipping on that. I didn't. He paid for all of it. I think I did the blanket for $350, and then he turned around and paid the $75 for shipping too, because I wasn't paying for it. Oh, my $350. Shipping is crazy. I don't remember how long ago it was, but it was crazy. $75 to ship, and let me tell you, it was vacuum packed too, and it still cost $75. A queen size Denver Broncos blanket, queen size. I won't want to do that again. That would cost. I'm telling you, if it ain't Alabama, it'd have to cost you twice as much because it's not. Used to be $8. You remember? I was going to say there is a box at the post office. Um, was it a box that it doesn't matter if you can get it in the box? I want to say it was like it used to be really cheap for like I want to say like $7.95, like you said, $8. But I put something in to ship out to somebody, and in the same box that was used to be. No, it's 12 something now for that same box. If you could get it in there, it's shipped for that price. That was the U.S. Post Office. You know, they had the little square box. So have I been on an hour yet? How long, guys? I wanted to see how many of these I could get done in an hour. Just two square and a couple other things. It was, yeah. I think we're in the wrong business. We need to go in the shipping business. Whoa. Heavy. That is why I crochet over my ends. A lot of these are I crocheted over them, but I just never cut them. And now these are old, long time ago when I made them. I don't remember. Did I do a good job weaving them in? Good morning, Sid. He was up at 6:30. I'm struggling with this one. Yeah, the price for shorts. Depends on the days. I sent a package out this morning. $10.60 for a package I sent out this morning. Heading to Texas. I am seeing more and more people use freight check for their ends. I'm curious. Do you guys do that? Because I don't. And does it not wash out on the next one? Two more. Whew, it's hot. I always forget that, truthfully. I do have the scales. I don't think I have ever done pirate ship, not one time. I got it all. One, I just didn't think that I was going to do much shipping. Do you guys see a color over here that you want me to do next? Because I probably won't stay live to sit here and do all these, although it would be interesting content. If you see a color, I'll do it next. This is some thick yarn. I'm not sure what it is. The turquoise one. Okay. This white is giving me trouble getting it through the needle. I have to go through my big needle. Do you have a pattern for which one? Most of these are just stitches that I learned, trying to figure out how you can go without seeing your seams. Like, let's see if we can find, I can see my seam right there. Can you see the seam? These are mostly trying to come up with how you go up the side without showing your seam. And you really can't tell there's a seam, but let's see, Alabama. So she said turquoise. Okay. This one? It is like a green. It's soft yarn, so I would imagine, I don't know what it is. It's two strands held together, so it's two, probably, what's the Lion brand? What was the little girl's name? Lion, it has a little girl on the front of it. Baby yarn. Lion brand baby yarn, I think that's what it is. So it's got bet you Jen's tired. She's got doctor's appointments today. I make all of my hats double strand with a 5 weight. It's strange. You do everything bulky, and here I want the thinner stuff. Give me the thinner stuff. 2 5 weights. It kills your hands. No wonder you got bad hands. It still says that. All right. So there's and this one. 2 regular stands or a bulky 5. I never used a bulky until I did those um they were called naughty animals where they had knots for their knees and stuff. I never really used a bulky one. I just didn't like the way it felt in my hand. I like the thinner stuff. If it's thinner weight, I use it 2 together. I only do that if a pattern says to do it. Otherwise, it's okay. It can take me a while to get something done. I always think that it's gorgeous when it takes a while to get it done. I mean, it's not like I'm going anywhere. Hopefully not. Back to work. All right. Have fun working. Sorry. Retirement life is wonderful. Just kidding. All right. That one's done. What other color, guys? You see one? I got several of them. That's gorgeous. That's pretty. It looks blue on there, but it's a light green. Teal. How about this one? Ain't this one pretty? This is Red Heart Stripes. Is it Parrot? Parrot, I think. I think that's what it is. I was a nut when those colors came out. Oh my God, that's all I wanted was those. Every time I went to the store, I would buy a bunch of it. When Walmart had it, actually, I think it was Walmart. I had the polo, parrot, a bunch of them. I'm looking because I know I have several of them. I do believe this is Bod's pattern. I really want to say this is hers. Parrot is your favorite. What is the other one? I don't actually remember all of them. I don't even, some of them is hard to find now. Did I make a brown bear? I'm being nosy back there. A brown bear? Yeah, he's the, that is the jewel tone. I think it was jewel tones. Yeah, I think they're so cute. I might put them in there for Jeremy too, because I'm not going to keep them. I'm such a hoarder of all my stuff. Mine, mine, mine. And I'm sure some little kid at the church would love. I have been trying to get my hands on a flamingo, but hard to find. On the flamingo. I'm assuming that is a pink color, right? Flamingo. I don't think I know what that one is. Flamingo stripe? I may have it because I bought every one there was, and I know that they were very popular many years ago. Discontinued for a while. I don't know if I should just trust these because that's been okay. Look, should I trust it? Because here's where it ended, and I carried it over. I weaved over it. Do you think that's long enough from there to here? I think it would be. I don't think it'll go through. What do you think? Trust it or not trust it? We'll know when I throw it in the wash. What do you guys say? Trust or no trust? Do you trust it, Cody? How far do you think you can do a travel like that into trusting it? Because I know the old saying is weave 3 times back and forth. One, two, three. You're a hoarder too. It's funny when you hoard it. It's like you remember what you've done. I think I'm going to trust it. That's a pretty good ways. That's a long ways. We'll see when we throw it in the wash. That's a long one too. Yeah. What was the? I know I have some more hats. I was thinking about them. Let me get these done first. I wish I looked good in hats. I would wear a hat, but it never gets cold enough, really much here, to warrant put a hat on. Now I made my hubby a hat. He's got a big head with all that brains that he has. In the Alabama one, colors. He wears it because he's got a bald head. And it gets warm. He's probably listening to me too. I think that pink and orange right there kind of makes a coral. I don't know if it'll show up, but that's like a pink and an orange right there, and that looks such a coral color. That's so pretty. Um, I've got the same T-shirt as you. The I'm okay shirt. My husband got that for me. It says it's an extra large, but it's like a small. Are you showing me the color? I don't know how I could share it on here. So, oh, I have that. Yes, I didn't know it was called a flamingo though. I'm trying to think. I want to say I made a cardigan. Out of all those colors, I've made a cardigan. They're in a box. Several different, probably about 10 of them. What was it? There's a cocoa one, because I have a hat in that cocoa. Um, that one right there. I think that's the cocoa. I think that was cocoa. Yours is the blue on the blanket that I have on my chair. I have this one. Stay. That one. Isn't it pretty? Ombres. I want to say it might be the ombres because I think the ombre, the cocoa ombre. I also have a cardigan that I did, not in this stitch. I don't remember what stitch, but I have all of those colors. Had used and probably got little ones for a pattern. For the front post, you can see that's about all I knew how to do. I really like that stitch. I really do. Um, since it's done in a round, I would say yes, it's just front post. There's no back post, but it looks like maybe I did do a back post too. That's a good Christmas. That sparkles. You like that stitch as well? I didn't realize that I liked it as much as I did, but just about every one of them. Well, this one isn't. This one is, I think this one is just a single crochet, but the border is a front post only, because there's none on the back. I think this is a bod pattern too. I'm not for sure. That's the wheat stitch. Um, this one is, I love this one, how this turned out. Those are all bobble stitches. It's pretty. I know you're probably going to say pink, but oh, there it is. This is this stitch works well with this yarn, and it's the Hobby Lobby Soft Secret, I think it is. That's the basket weave. If you do the basket weave, use the Soft Secret from Hobby Lobby. It just makes it beautiful. That is so. This is I love. I like pink too. So I think this one is the parrot, isn't it, Sherry? I think that's the parrot. This is uh, this is a ponytail thing. The slanted. mm, It's just slanted double crochet. You just drop down one, drop down, kind of like a mosaic where you just drop down one. Thank you. Messy, yeah. What is it? Don't was it Donine's? I think that one was her pattern. I think I've done so many, I don't know. This one is the weave. And I do believe this is Pound of Love. I think that would be cute for a cardigan, this design cardigan. Might have to try that. Hey, Amber. Yeah, I think these are all it's Lion Brand yarn, I know. Baby, Lion Brand Baby, that's what that is. But they're all the same. You would think that's the only stitch that I know, right? That is Lion Brand Pound of Love. They no longer make this color anymore, and I was upset about that because this makes me think of Dreamsicle, or you know, the cream pops, creamsicles. That pom-pom I made using a pom-pom maker. This is Lion Brand Scoops in the pink. This one is a Messy Bun. And I think it's just, I think this is, it's 2 stitches in one, but I don't think it's a double crochet. I don't know. What stitch is that, guys? There's 2 in 1. It's not a double crochet. I don't know what the stitch would be called. Other than maybe a half double crochet in there. Is that what it is? Don't know. I don't know. And my other favorite stitch is the, Alpine. I love the Alpine stitch. The Alpine, and it's not, Alpine is basically a front pose, really. But you don't have a back. It's just as pretty on the back as it is on the front. But that's my second favorite stitch, is an Alpine. Oh. So the other sparkle, since you guys like sparkle and purple, here's the Alpine stitch in the red. And I think I might have used a bigger needle because this feels lighter than this one. And they're the same. This was a favorite one of mine. When you change colors in the front post, that's what it looks like. I don't remember. I want to say this was part of that parrot. I think this was part of it. It changes colors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It looks like these are all blue, but no. That's a light blue, a medium blue, a purple, a light purple, and then into a pink. That one's pretty. So this one is the Alpine and the Star Stitch. Star Stitch right there in the Alpine. I got a lot to sew in. Jeez. I'll be here all day. Here's this one is the Alpine stitch with the Star Stitch again. I don't know what yarn this one is, but this is the Alpine stitch here. Front post, a weave, and then another front post, only on one side. And it's got different colors in it. But I have a tiny head. None of these hats fit me. Trying to finish the ear warmer I started this morning. Not a huge fan of the Feel Premier. And this one is all the weave all the way around it. It's pretty thick. I'm not sure whose pattern it is, guys. I already showed all these, didn't I? Did I? There's another Alabama one. I like that one. This one's Alabama too. It's a little thicker. Do you guys think I like Alabama? Here are the little baby hats. This one is where I held two strands of white and a pink together. This one is just a top and then two front posts, skip two stitches, two front posts. I like the way that looks. This is just a double crochet. Nothing really special about it. It's just light. Two front posts. I think this is, I love this yarn in the DK. And this is a front post, but it's so, that DK is so tiny, but those are front posts. That. That's just a regular one. There's that stitch again. It's not two double crochets. It's like two, I think it's a single crochet, then a double crochet, skip a stitch, and then go into the next one, single crochet, double crochet. But this, it's thin. This is that, I love this yarn in DK again. This is the Lion brand, the baby yarn, and look at that. That's gorgeous. That's the basket weave. Four rows. Red, white, and blue in the sparkle. This is the cat hat, I think it was. Back when the cat hat was getting popular. I think it still is, I ain't for sure. Oops. This one's pretty thick. Little baby one. Here's a Cowboys one again. Little one. So I got 3 sizes on the cowboy hats, I think. So you see I repeated most of them. Yeah. So I'm going to be busy today, get all these done so I can get these to Jeremy. And of course, if he doesn't want to take them, he can do whatever he wants with them. I can't remember what. Oh, I know what this was. This was, remember when this was done at the very first Hobby Lobby reset in the, not the cotton, sugar wheel, not the cotton, sugar wheel something. That was one of those colors. Yeah. That's heavy. Oh, that is ice cream scoops in the cookie. I think that's what that one is, cookie. Another little one where I held two together. This is Red Heart Ombre Cocoa. I want to say that's what that is. And this one was pretty neat. The pooling effect. And that's that stitch again. I'm not sure what it is. But you see how the pooling effect on that was. I have no idea what yarn it is. Don't ask me. But I was in love with it, I guess, because I made several of them. Here is a, this was Charisma yarn. Made great floppy pom-poms. This one is the one where you go back and forth, back loop only, and then you stitch it up at the top. Easy, easy pattern. No, this is a single crochet, double crochet, skip a stitch, single crochet, double crochet. I know the Suzette stitch, but it's skip a stitch. There's one where the single crochet and the double crochet is in the same stitch. Then there's a single crochet in one stitch, a double crochet. But this is skip a stitch after that, which makes pretty hats. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah. See, I could show you. It's like, I don't know. It's too, I think maybe the hook was maybe too small of a hook. You see the skip stitch in between them? So I'm not sure what it is. But it's pretty, I think it is the, for say, Suzette stitch in one stitch, but it's got that skip stitch in between. So it might be I don't know what they call it. Or this might be coffee. Cocoa or coffee? Okay. For any, I don't think Kim is in here, but this is, this was done after. Yeah. This was done after. I had the other one where it was done. This is sewed on after. What do they call it? Surface crochet, I think that's what it is. So I did the whole thing blue, which is Auburn here, and WDE is War Dang Eagle. So I could still pull all that out. It's not, um, I sold a lot of these. That's surface stitching, like this is surface stitching. No, this one isn't surface stitch. This one is weaved in as I went. And then I thought, well, why not just do my stitch that I like and just do a surface stitch on top of that, which is pretty. There's that stitch again. Those look like two double crochets there. There's the star stitch. This is all star stitch. Can you see me? This one is holding two yarns together. Pinks and blues. Front post every 5 stitches. Pretty. And then pink and gray, which I like that combo together. These are pretty thick stitches. Thick hats. Big thick hats. I already did that one, so this goes over here. Okay, guys. I'm going to be busy today sewing these together. You like the combo as well? I like them that they're thinner. The only difference, it makes it thicker. That's all it does. There's a lot of ends on this one. So I'm going to be doing that today. Get these out to Jeremy so he can have. Looks like you have your day. Yeah, I should have had these done as I went. There's no reason why, but back then I was working when I was making these, so um, I'm still trying to remember all these colors. There's a blue, a teal. The tape job ahead of you. Yeah. Well, the true factor is when you run them through the washer, how they turn out that way. I haven't had much luck on mine when it has like the red dye, like the red sparkle in Red Heart. The red sparkle from Red Heart does not um, bleed, but the Walmart, I think I'm for sure if it's called Sparkle, I can't remember. It bleeds, so be careful with them. Do you ever wash your yarn that will bleed first? No. Should you? It would make sense. Well, one thing I learned, I had made a bag. Okay, Sherry, have a good day. I made a bag and I put it in the kitchen sink, ran cold water, but I made the fatal mistake of putting, I didn't want to run to the washroom and get the laundry detergent or whatever I had in there for my makes. I didn't want to do that. So I took Dawn dish detergent. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Dawn dish detergent does not make good washing detergent. It bled so bad. All the white that was in the project was a light blue. It was horrible. I was so upset. So don't use Dawn. Don't do that. That's a no. I don't even know what side I had that on now. Uh-oh. That's the inside, this side. All right. So mm, yeah, if you want to drop your link, Sweet Tart, one word. Let everybody know who you are. There you go. Gloria's got hers up. Is anybody else live right now? Do I need to get up here and let's go visit them? I wonder why they did that. That made me dizzy. Well, I got to go get out of here. I have a bunch of things to do. Okay, Connie. Good to see you, hon. Don't you have a live tonight? I can't keep up. I don't even know what days it is anymore. Somebody's tonight. Oh, it's Mama G. And is it Michi too? Noni May. Hello, darling. How you doing? All I'm doing is weaving in ends on all these hats so that I can give them to Jeremy so he can take them to his church for the little No Michi live tonight. Oh, okay. So he could give to his little kiddos. I think I got a lot to do. A lot. I thought I just did this one. After the I didn't do that one. Not sure what I did. All right. Okay, back. Well, I almost swallowed that. Welcome back. You can't talk it with a needle in your mouth. That is just not a good plan of action. This one, I love the colors on this. You know, when you see a yarn that I'm not much of a person when you buy a dyed yarn. I see busyness in it, so I usually don't. I don't buy it. But you get amazed at how well it turns out. If you get past, well, oh, it's so busy. If you get past that thought and actually make something with it, they turn out beautiful. These yarns, the parrot here, I was like, I'm not so sure I like that because I'm attracted to the bright colors. Those what makes me happy is bright colors. But when it's working up, it looks like it blends in so well from bottom to top. That looks orange up there, but that's a pink. Coral. I do believe this is a bod hat. I still swear it is. I don't remember. You know, she's got so many that it could be. It's got the alpine stitch, back post, alpine stitch. It's just gorgeous. Like bright colors too. I do. I like anything bright. And then I go out of my box thinking, just try it. My husband will tell me, you know, you're not going to like it. To stay with it and make it, finish it out. Kind of like that blue in there. This one was busy, but look at the pooling that it did. It turned out pretty good. You never can tell though. When I see everybody do their hand dyed yarns, I want every single one of them, but I just think, how would that look? Well, you never know until you try it, right? Yeah, BJ goes at 3 my time. It's hard to picture a final project when the yarn is more. I know. But I honestly, if I bought people's yarn, it's going to be because of the bright colors on it is the only reason why I would buy it. I would never have a project already. Oh, well, that would be good with so-and-so. I would never know that. I wouldn't buy it for that. Because I like to get my yarn. And the first thing I do when I come home with new yarn and stuff is I play with that. Like with the stitches and stuff. What would it look like if I did this? What would it look like if I did that? And most of the time, that's about as far as I get with that yarn. I have a lot of, would they be considered swatches? If you just see what it looks like, is it a swatch? Hey, Amber, was you the curator of the chaos blanket? If you're still in here, I heard somebody mentioned you as the creator of it. That's pretty. So this doesn't tell me how long yeah, I've been on an hour and a half. It's cooling off. Let's do this purple one. That's a pretty purple. I know it's showing blue, but that's purple. This is Pound of Love. Um, I have a bunch of the Dollar Tree has those I call them project bags. That's what I store them in. You get them at the dollar store. Storage bags. Like when you buy 6 or 8 of them, depending on, these are 2 large ones, and I think it holds like this. That's what I store mine in. They usually lay in flat, but I picked it up and moved it all around. But I keep them in these. Yes, go in the laundry section. They're not. It looks like for food items, but no. I go to the laundry section and get them. They got a small, I think the small has 2, the large has 2, and the extra large has 1. And that's what I use. Every time I go in the Dollar Tree, I pick up the large and the small. The small ones are for little projects, just doing a project. Let me see it. No, those are large too. I just got them the other day. But that's what I put them in. Or another thing, if money wise, and you'll laugh at me, but when I had my businesses, we did ice bags. So I bought the box of ice bags, and one full skein will lay in there. So like this. It's just an ice bag. And then you put it in there, you just fold it inside, make a little pouch. That's how those are. I went to Walmart and they have New York, yeah, that holly something, I don't remember. And also, the store has something, the storage freezer bags. Here's a small one, what I was saying, project bag. That's a small one. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and a project in here. This Diana D. This is the Chloe that you sent me. I thought it was the one. It don't matter because I will use them. The Chloe's, and I have 3 different colors there. And this is a moss stitch sweater that I'm making this way. But you know, a moss stitch takes forever. So this is how I do my cardigans. It's like that. You sew up on one side, back and forth. That's your underarm. Which would be your underarm, and that's your arm. So when you sew it up, it looks just like that. You don't have to do 4 different panels. You're doing 2 panels and sewing it up all together. That's taken forever. So I thought I would use my Chloe's in different colors. It won't be symmetrical in the colors. Like I have 4 of these, so I would use 2 on one side, 2 on the other. I have 2 of these, so I'll use 1 on one side, 1 on the other. 2 of the blues, so I'll use 1 on one side, 1 on the other. It'll be kind of symmetrical, not exactly, but one is petals and the other one is like, these 2 almost look the same, but they're not. This one is pastel prairie. Oh, I guess they are. I have 4 of these. 5 of them. No, I dropped one. Spring petals. There's pastel prairie and spring petals, but they almost look alike. You could put it like I have more of the pastel prairie and I have 2 of these, so I could use the 2 and then add that on the other side. It would look all right. They're kind of the same. Like I said, this is what I got left out. This is one ball, one of these, and that's what I got left out of this one. So it's a lot. But this is turning out pretty. This is one of those slow projects you're like, God, have I done anything yet? That's the only bad thing about these is if they come undone, you're in trouble. They do look alike. I think it wouldn't really matter if they didn't, because I'm using 4 different colors for it. But it'll be beautiful when I get it done. If I quit finding other projects to do. Oh, I want to do that. Oh, a brain fart. Let me do this with it. Yeah. This is one where you work on a little bit at a time. Put it down. I have about 10 of them. So, you know, at first you have like 10 projects that you ain't going anywhere. But think about when you get them all 10 of them done at the same time, you got a lot of content. Like squeezing the air out of it. I think I have more of this color. I started a cardigan or something out of that color, but this isn't easy to frog. This yarn is not easy to frog at all. Got all kinds of. This was a hat that I had started a long time ago. I don't know what yarn it is. Don't know. And it's just in a baggie. Electric winder. I seen that. I have the old Hobby Lobby one from like 20 years ago. I'm surprised it's still working. It's not electric. It's electric. I don't even know what yarn that is. All right. I'll do about 20 more minutes and then I'll get off. It'll be time to eat some dinner. I didn't get anything to eat yesterday after the live. Jenna and I talked and I went straight to bed. Oh no, what did I do with my hook? I wondered if they worked good or would get stuck. What did I do with my hook, guys? The big one? Hmm. I lost my big hook. There it is. This is no fun. It's fun talking to you guys, but weaving in these ends is not fun. All these hats, you guess I probably should have brought 10 of them in here instead of thinking I'm weaving in all these ends on like a blanket. Do you like the electric winder? I think, was it Mama J Way did a electric, she had hers going while she was doing the live. I thought that was funny. I think it was her. I haven't seen her in a while. I know she broke her foot. So what's everybody working on? You're a good girl. I don't usually tuck them in. Hot damn Elaine is here. Stuff in your face. Oh, that's what you're up to? Stuff in your face? Working on stuff in your face? Hey, Pam. Um, what was I going to say? I have no idea what I was going to say. Oh, tuck your ends in. I when I long time ago, I would tuck them in, but then one time I made a big old, I don't remember what it was, a blanket that I tucked them in as they went. And I know people are going to say I have to be a perfectionist. I'm not. It's just I want it done right. But I would find a mistake somewhere and it would drive me crazy because there's a mistake. If I saw it, I think everybody else's eyes are twice as big and they will spot it just like that and say, "Hey, what's this?" Not that they would. That's not what I'm saying, but I think people will say something like that. So I learned then, don't tuck in your ends, because don't weave in your ends, because you might find a mistake later and see it and you might want to take it out. So then I always wait until I'm satisfied with the project before I weave in the ends. But I find it funny now that I'm looking at all these hats that I'm really stuck on two designs, front post and alpine. But yet I don't use any of them in garments. Good girl, take it easy. Yes, take it easy. She said, good girl. Diana, did you wag your tail because you were a good girl? You have to wag your tail when you were a good girl. You was sick all day? What was you sick from? Hope you ain't sick from. No, this weather is awful. It's too hot. I don't ever complain. I used to never complain about it being hot. I would rather sweat to death than freeze to death. But I might have to change my mind about that, guys. This is the first year I have ever complained. And I think because the medicine has got me where I need to be, I can tell the difference between it's hot outside and it's not cold outside. We're used to I was cold all the time. But I'm complaining about how hot it is, and I don't complain. It's so hot that I had to put a fan down here for me. And I usually don't like anything blowing on me. I like this color. It's purple. I don't know why it won't show up purple, but it is a pretty purple. Pretty purple. No, it won't show it. That's a pretty purple. All right, well, the bag's getting filled up. I'm not going to be able to fit all of them in there. Let's see, which one do we work on next? How about this one? The blue. And 9 more minutes. I'll let you guys go. I'm sure this has been fun watching me. Weave in the ends. Family blankets. We have gotten a lot done. Yes. I still have quite a few here still to do. And I do have another box full. It has been better than what I was doing, I think. What was you? Oh, well, you're resting. Girl, you ain't supposed to be doing anything except for rest. You better follow them doctor's orders or you'll pay for it later. When didn't they say They was going to put stents in you. Is that what I heard? I might be wrong. Is that a set up appointment, or are you going to wait, or? Just as long as you don't have a heart attack. I saw where a person was saving all of their scraps, tail ends like this, and they was putting them in a jar, and they put them on that. You're going to laugh at me. I have no idea what it's called, but you're going to laugh at me what I call it. The cat scratcher, hair comber thing. And they made their own kind of yarn. They went in the wrist this time, and they said the next step is a bypass. What's the blockage do you have? I mean, the percentage of blockage. Because I remember many years ago, they said if you don't have these cleaned out, that's what causes the heart. What are, not your lymph nodes, not that. What's the, you got to have them cleaned out is what they talk about. I don't think I want that done. There's a blue one. Isn't it pretty? Into the bag you go. Let's do this one. This is Parrot. I like this one. It's some kind of arteries. I don't know what the, you love the blue one? Could be something you ate. Oh, gluten. Did you eat the lettuce at Taco Bell? He said, I have several small vein blocks, which I believe is what runs my veins. I can do the bypass, so I don't have to keep going in. Good. Anytime you mess with the heart, that is scary. I remember many years ago, they put me on a, I have where my heart will beat, but then it's like, I forget the name of it. Something ticulation, where it'll do a heartbeat, but it'd be like 10 seconds, 15 seconds before it beats again. It's a slow, I have a slow heart rate. Kind of like, I always said it felt like when it beats, like it gets stuck and then it opens. It'll get stuck and open. That's what it felt like. So they put me on a heart monitor to see how often it did it. And it was like every 10 to 15 seconds, it would beat again. It's just I have a slow heart rate. I don't know if that's good, but they didn't seem to want to do anything about it. Some people have a fast one, you know, when you sit there and do your pulse, check your pulse and stuff. There's some that's fast and mine is just slow. It's like whenever I went to the doctor, my blood pressure was 78 over 60 yesterday or Monday. Monday. Oh, you got low blood pressure. I've always had it. Isn't that pretty? And again, that is purple there. It looks red, but it's purple. Oh, I know what it is. There. Let's see if that turns it. Nope. I didn't do it. But that's pretty. Happy colors. You got pretty low blood pressure? Yeah. I'm not on any blood pressure medicine. Okay, what one next? Let's do this one. The bright colors is what I'm doing. They're making me happy colors. I have no idea what yarn this is, but it is so soft. It might be Soft and Sleek from Hobby Lobby. You have the jewel tones. That's what I made that bear out of, jewel tones. Diane, I wish I could. I only play a nurse on YouTube. I'm not really a nurse. I don't know. Why would they have you on high blood pressure medicine when you have low? But in that, mm, I want to say in the blood pressure medicine is also for something else. It's not necessarily to treat high blood pressure, but it's for treating something else. Because I was talking to hubby about that this morning, and like like why I'm on Panto, and I can also take over the counter Pepsid. Why would I take two? Why don't you just tell me prescribe two? I mean, I don't know. I didn't sleep at a Motel 6 last night either. I wish I had the answer, but I think it has something to do. It might be treating another something else instead of blood pressure. Kind of like years ago, Wellbutrin was distributed in the prisons to help them stop smoking. But I was on the Wellbutrin for migraines. It was to help stop the migraines or control the migraines, not stop them, because we never knew. I finally figured it out. It was chips. They had the MSG in it, and I can't do the MSG. It'll cause a headache. And now I want to say that Wellbutrin, they're using it for weight loss too, which I never. The only medicine, a pill form, Topamax. If a doctor prescribes Topamax to you, you will lose weight. All I wanted was water whenever they put that, and that's another migraine medicine, Topamax. You will lose weight with that. I only wanted water. Just give me water. That's all I wanted. Until I lost a lot of weight in the first month, and then they said, nope, you can't have that no more. I don't like missing my salads. I love salads too. I could eat a salad 24/7, but my tummy don't want me to do that. So that was done. How do you like that one? I like that one too. That's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Kind of looks like waves. It's pretty. All right, let's see. I see a sparkle down here. Let's get this sparkle. There's a red one. And there's that stitch. No, that's the alpine stitch. See all them hearts. Who's doing the hearts? This has got the hearts on it. Now they stop. Who's doing the hearts? Ad will run shortly for some viewers. This is different. Very different. Look at the hearts. 38 seconds. You can skip the ad. Is the ad going now? It says, I like it that it pops up that an ad is coming up. And then you can do skip ads. Huh. Thank you for the hearts. That's pretty neat. I didn't even know they still had that. I didn't even see it there. Woohoo! Hearts. Do the 100%. Ad inserted. 100%. That's so neat. I could see them. I was doing some hearts. Rita was. Smiley face. Party. 100% a heart. Heart, 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 heart. Thank you, guys. I like that. You never see that on other channels. I know on one of them you can take that off, but it blocks the chat. BB, BB, hey BB, welcome in. There's a red sparkle one. Is done. Okay, let's see which one we do now. This is Party Sparkle. I have so much of this Party Sparkle. I keep saying that I want to turn that into a, um, turn all of them into a cardigan, which I probably will. It needs, it's old enough that it needs to go. This one has got a star pattern right below it. I want to say this might be one of Bod's patterns. I'm not sure. I want to say it is. Yeah, the sparkle is. I think the Party Sparkle in the blue is the prettiest. I think I got it at Ollie's when they had it. They was clearing it out for some reason. And it was a bag full of stuff, and I got the whole bag. I think it was like $10. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Just became a member. Well, thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I can do it too. I did it. Did the face, the party, the smiley, and the hearts. I think that's neat. Baby, hadn't seen you around. Well, I did. I saw you in someone's live. Amber's, I think it was. No, I don't remember, honey. All I'm doing is weaving in these ends on all these hats. Jeremy lives here in Montgomery, like I do. He goes to church down the road here, and they do a something for safe place for kids, and they were taking up donations, and he was doing hats this year, and I had these laying around for many years. I told him that I would get them together. I think the first night I found like 50 of them, and then the second night I found another box full of them. It's like I'm such a hoarder. But actually these was just, you can pick up a pattern and start doing it, but I like to make sure that I'm doing it right. So I would repeat the same pattern over and over and over until I got it right. That's basically what I was doing. What is the two? Engage a goals. Oh, okay. Members only live close. Okay. It's got a two down there. I don't know what that is. But at least the kids will get pleasure of running. I don't know if they even wear them because we don't get that cold here to wear a hat for me. But if the kids like them, good. Or the adults. Okay. Someone might as well get them. I think my next one is to go through all my amigurumis and see. I might give them at Christmas to the church too. Did you hear that? Something. It was a shot of something. I don't get that cold over here either. That hubby always wears the baseball hat. Yeah, hubby does too. Although he does wear the Alabama one I made him. He gets many compliments when he goes out. I told him, I said, I needed to make it green so he could be Mr. Grinch. When you go out and wear it, you're Mr. Grinch. Okay, another one. This is kind of bulky on the top. I wonder why. Because it's the alpine stitch, I think. It's pretty. It doesn't sparkle as well as the others. There is sparkle in there. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, let's see. The basket weave one is a very pretty stitch. And it looks great in Soft Secret yarn. That's the alpine stitch. I mean, not the alpine stitch, the basket weave. That's pretty. But the Soft Secret, I think they're heavy. It's a heavier yarn. Even though it's a 4-weight, it doesn't stretch. I don't know how it holds up in garments. I've never made a garment with it yet. I got tons of it. Thank you, BB. Oh, wrong way. What is you guys' favorite stitches? Whether it's a hat or whatever you crochet, what is your favorite stitch? Or do you have one? Hmm, that's pretty. And all these hats are done in different size hooks, and that's all it was. I was just doing, what would it look like if I went smaller or larger hook? I removed all these. Each one of these had a little sticker on it, what I used and stuff, and I just took them off. What hook I used to see what size. These are all baby hats. Double crochet, don't like getting there slowly. So you are not working with any thread then, right? Another pretty one. Let's see. I still think this would be pretty as a cardigan too. That stitch there. I think that would make a pretty cardigan. Be lightweight for here in Alabama. I think that would be pretty. know my hands too messed up. I know I did something. I have been working on Sherry Knowles. I made her a table runner. Well, I call it a dresser runner. It was pretty long. And I used a 2.5 or 3 millimeter to make hers. And I used the thread. And I decided that I wanted to make me a new one, so I started it. Anyway, I worked on it for all night. And the next morning when I got up, my hands hurt. Believe it or not, they hurt. But I had done a lot of crocheting that day. And using a 1.5 hook, yes, I did say a 1.5. For this one that I'm doing now. I did this much in that night. This is this is Glacier. It's like a bluish green. So these are going to turn into tiny pineapples, but on the these two will do a big pineapple on this end, and then one on this end, and then these would just have like a uh, fan stitch. So yeah, my hands hurt after that. But I'm using a 1.5 hook too. I always like lace work. The small stuff. Thank you, thank you. All right, did I finish this one? No. And I went past my time. I was going to stop. Okay, somebody remind me in 10 minutes to stop and go get something to eat. Because I'll sit here and crochet and do all this all day and won't eat again. Mm-hmm. Another pretty one down. All right, which color next? This is soft and sleek, and the name is funny, but it's called Tobacco. It's like a brownish color, but it is a double crochet, drop down, double crochet, drop down. I guess the spiral. I think that's what it is. It's pretty, and it's got the messy bun. I want to say it's soft and sleek. I want to say that's what it is. And then I'll show you what, I'll spend a few minutes just showing you that. Show you what I like doing. One, I see people that are not here. This is these are beads. Let me see if I can find something to put it on. For those that have not seen it, this is what I like doing too. Those are all beads. There's 4,400 beads in there. It's a Christmas ornament that I'm doing for my subscribers, different sizes. I love how it amazes me one bottle of beads turns into something so beautiful. It's just crazy. Here's a little smaller one. Nonetheless, they're still beautiful. You can see the sparkle on it. I got him hanging on my little ducky. That's Heller. We call him Heller, or her Heller. There's one. It's got red and green and gold in it. Very, very pretty. Very, 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 very. Where's my other one? Oh, I already sent one off this morning. I don't know where the other one went to. Is that the one I sent off? I don't know. I don't know what I do. My thread. My chat stopped talking. Did you guys stop talking? These back up there. So they don't get lost. There it is. Here's one. Hunka hunka, howdy. I'm still here. I'm just working. This one is a bigger one than the poinsettia one. Look how pretty that one is. Let me put it on a. Isn't that pretty? That is gorgeous. This hurts your hands too. I'm doing that many. So pretty. It is. I need to crack down and get them. This is what, August now? August, September, October, November. I still got 3 months to get them all done. I thought I got my tree up there. You can't see it. It's up there on the shelf. I thought what I would do is try to figure out who's the members and put their name on the tree, and then take one down when I get it done, so that I know how many more I got to do. I got a lot to do, and I need to get busy with it. The poinsettia one, though, oh my God, it's just too. Oh, the poinsettia one? Yeah, I didn't know that poinsettias can be other colors until the other day. I didn't know. So I might do it again, but I think it would be so pretty in a blue. What do you think? What color should I do it in? Let's do that. Let's do a poll. What color should the poinsettia one should I do next? What color? Green and red. Keep the flower red and do the green instead of the white. Is that what you're saying? And keep the gold. Anybody else want to give me, but don't know how you would get the leaves? I could do a, see, that's the leaf. You see, the leaf is a light green, but I could do like a Christmas silver line leaf, 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 like kind of like this, kind of like a silver line, a darker green. Um, there's so many shades of green they have in Delicacies. But this one is what I'm thinking of. One like that. Wait. Why are you not wanting to act right today? See that kind? That's a silver line. Like a Christmas green. They're more than one. They more than one color. Yes, BB. Did you not know that? I didn't. I thought poinsettias was always red. I never knew until I went looking for something and it popped up white ones, um, blue ones, pink ones. So I thought, well, I bought that pattern. So I thought, would anybody be upset if I turned the poinsettias into a different color? And that's when I went looking for them. And yes, they're different colors. It's like 63 years old. I never knew there was other colors in poinsettias other than red. I've always seen red at Christmas time. Never seen a white. Never. So now I'm thinking, what would a pink one look like? A pink. I got all kinds of colors that I could try it. I just didn't know how it would look. Would anybody say poinsettias are not pink? I think a solid gold or solid silver would work. So, yeah. Christmas for me is green, red, silver, or gold. And that's what I was doing with my crazy Christmas blanket that I'm doing. I wanted to throw blue in there. And blue is not a Christmas color. Why not? I don't. So I was just wondering if would anybody actually notice or anybody actually care if it was a different color? Because I wanted to do Christmas. I wanted every time you looked at it, but then I think, what are you guys going to do if I send it to you for Christmas as a Christmas thank you gift? Is it going to, you're only going to see it once. You can actually take it to the car and put it in the car. See, I think that would be so pretty. Look at that hot pink. That's the silver line pink. I think that would be pretty. Or this is This is a transparent red, a different kind of red. Silver line, well, it's transparent. It ain't showing. It don't want to show very well. I don't know that anybody would. Celebrity level Christmas on. I know I looked to see if, because they last night they were, offering to buy, but I never put a price on them because I wasn't for sure. I know my work. I wouldn't put anything or give anything or sell anything that I was not happy with. And these things take about 10 hours to make. This one took me about 10 hours to make, but I made a couple mistakes in it. But the rainbow one took me 14 hours because that was, pay attention to that one. The color change in it is so much that you do have to pay attention to that. But I was just thinking, I want to do it in others. I've seen people decorate their tree with blue and stuff. Right. But it's really not considered a Christmas color. Really, Chris? I was offered $100 for the poinsettia last night and $100 for the rainbow one. They said it to me. I didn't put a price on it, and I was like, I was in tears that anybody would actually. Wow, you think it's that good to pay that? But they got to understand it takes a long time. It'd be like your crochet. So if I sold it for $50 and it took me 10 hours to make it, I'm only working for $5 an hour. Who would you work for $5 an hour? No, I don't think I would either. Although I have. I would just have to find my people that would pay that if that's what I put on there. But I find them, it's relaxing to do them. I like them. Yeah, if you figure the 10 hours or 14 hours it takes to make them, plus the cost of stuff. You know, a lot of people think, just like any hobby, there's cost, lots of cost. Buying beads and you would think the beads aren't that expensive if you do a shopping, figure out what's, where you get your best bang for the buck. But let me tell you, this is the most expensive stuff that I use in my bead work. It's the fire line. It's fishing line, and it comes in like a 4, 6, 8, 10 um, pound, and I use a 4, 6, and 8, and this is the most expensive. For 125 yards, this cost me almost $24 for 125 yards. But this is the best stuff for beads. Mhm. Well, yeah, you pay for the experience too. I've been beading for several years, and I think I was telling them last night. I really think anybody could sit down and do this. It's pick up a bead, go through a bead, pick up a bead, and go through a bead. How hard is that? But it is experience. Even with your crochet stuff, when you buy stuff, you're buying the experience and the trade itself, the experience a person has, and it shows in your work. But you never see this stuff on sale. You would think around places that gets a lot of snow, why they don't put their fishing line stuff on sale. I don't know why. It's snowing outside. Nobody's going fishing, right? I know. There's ice fishing. I know that. But nobody's really going fishing. Put it in a bag and tell them to make it. Yeah. But that's my most expensive. One day I hope to get the, it's 1,000 yards. And it's like $300 for it. And it's like, oh my God. If I had that, I would not have to buy any. Probably for 5 years. Because when I work with this, it's like this. This is how much I work with when I do it. I'm going to show you the pulls. So here's one pull. There's two pulls. And that's how much I use when I'm beading. That's a lot. And it doesn't get tangled up because this has already got a wax coating on it. A coating. But I do have beeswax that I do. I wax it with beeswax too. Mhm. All right, guys. I've bored you to death, I'm sure. I am going to go get something to eat. Now I'm 10 minutes past what I was going to do. That 10 minutes went by fast. I appreciate you guys coming by and spending time with me. I'm going to get these done today, get me something to eat, and rest the rest of the day because there's a couple lives I want to see. Thank you guys for coming in. Bye. And